There is talk that we took the Europeans took diseases that they never had over there
Yeah.
to South America.
Huh?
We killed them all.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Actually, yeah, with the discovery of America, that we might have killed off a bunch of Native Americans.
They didn't have the same diseases as we did. Did you ever see The Mission?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was a kind of that. Well, I didn't understand all of it. I remember being really tired and love the music to it.
Yeah, very
It was
nice.
a bit like the Christian missionaries going in and just taking over their lives, wasn't it? That can't be right, can it? Really?
No, certainly not. No, can't remember exactly how it. I know Jeremy Irons, Robert De Niro was in it, and
I know that. I remember that. And there was some big battle. I'm sure they were trying to say mass somewhere outside, and there was a big fight. But God knows, I didn't really watch it. It's not. It never really appealed to me. All that sort of shooting everybody.
yeah.
But it was good, and the music was very good.
Oh yeah, the music was good. Same one who Emino. Yeah.
And
yeah, the guy who did.
Morricone or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all them, didn't they?
Yeah, that's exactly the guy I wanted to say that.
Morricone or something.
Extreme ideologies of the 20th century, fascism and communism, began a war of annihilation and a tournament of power in the bloody bullring of Spain.
Well, Spanish, they've had a lot to cope with as well, haven't they?
The killing started.
They have.
One good reason for being in England, not now, because they can fly here, but like those countries there are all stuck together.
Yeah.
It's easier for that. They used to have to just cross the channel, and it wasn't just an easy question of saying, "Oh, we're going to walk in here." So we've been very, very lucky with that.
We have been being an isolated island. I think probably there wouldn't have been a British Empire if.
No, I don't think so. No. It's also funny in a way, with Europe all being stuck together, why everybody's so different.
I thought that, yeah.
Because it's one landmass. So why are they all so different?
I thought that was amazing when I cross into Austria and the Czech Republic, because there's no. I guess there is a dividing line somewhere, but there's no like line drawn in the soil that I've seen, and just suddenly. The language is different, the accents are different, the clothes people wear are different.
Well, how is that?
Um,
I suppose it's like saying Wales and England. I don't always think of Wales being a different country because it's stuck on.
Yeah, I find it hard to imagine in the past Wales is a different country as well.
The arms came from Stalin and Soviet Russia, and the men came in the form of the International Brigade, who rushed here. Individual volunteers from all over the world united.
I used to hear a lot of the International Brigade, and then there was what were the other ones?
Don't know.
The ultimate symbol of Republican resistance.
International Brigade.
Well, we had
Franco fought on.
Not been there actually. There was
troops sent by Mussolini.
I suppose that would have been the 70s and the 80s as well. I suppose there was a lot of we had the IRA, and then there was Catalonia, which is some part of Spain. They had a terrorist group. They still sometimes surface now, very rarely, but they do. Catalan. The International Brigade, I've heard of them as well, but.
Oh yeah, it's still a big fight, isn't there, with Spain and Catalonia because they want to be independent.
But I don't know why, because they seem quite Spanish to me, but they wouldn't be saying that.
No, they wouldn't, but I get you. I couldn't tell the difference if you ask me.
I suppose it's like the Scots.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's like the.
They want to be rid of England, but I don't blame them.
No, exactly.
Boris, It's the way he was going on about Peppa Pig, and you think, well, why do we want him to? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just I showed my student that today. It's just ridiculous. She couldn't believe it either.
And I think, not that I know about it, but there was something I heard that the rhetoric between him and France about these migrants crossing the channel. He put out some letter. He did it on Twitter.
He did, yes, before the French president saw it.
Who used to do that? Flaming hell, what's his name?
Who? Yeah.
You know, the Boris Johnson of America who's just gone.
Trump.
Yeah. He used to Twitterize things.
He did used to Twitterize things.
There's a French fella said something today apparently that he's going to write a letter to Boris Johnson, and he just said, "I'm not putting it out on Twitter. I'm writing." Good for you, mate.
Yeah, quite right. Quite right. That's an idiotic move.
What does he think he's doing? He'll get back in.
I think he will get back in, yeah. So many idiots idolize him. He'd have to do something really bad to. Yeah.
I remember once though, it was years and years ago, and it was something, we used to have a weekly program, World in Action, which went obviously around the world, and different things that were going on. And they actually had on, I think it was Corsica, the island of Corsica, and they showed you it was a terrorist convention. You know, like they have a Labour Party convention and a Tory party. This was the island full of terrorists from all these different countries. They all had masks on, you know.
Ridiculous.
They're all there swapping ideas.
Yep.
There was African ones, these Catalonian people, the terrorists that you have in Spain, because there were Spanish terrorists.
That's horrible.
There was cameras, you know, the camera there interviewing someone. How has this happened that you let terrorists? I mean, it wouldn't today. You just go on the internet, wouldn't they? They can swap ideas like that. But then to have go on holiday for a week, like the Labour Party usually go to Brighton and the Tory Party wander around. They were in Manchester, weren't they, last time? But to think the terrorists are going to go to an island and all discuss tactics.
That's it. I mean, especially if countries know that they're there, like America, whoever. You'd think that they would.
When they were on the telly, and I think, how is this happening? I mean, in one way, it was ridiculous. I used to think that they'd actually. There was one time, did they turn him back? But they were letting Jerry Adams into the country. Now, I've read about him. There's no doubt he was for the IRA, but I mean, they said they kind of made it seem worse than it was, because the IRA as a political party, but he may well. I mean, he was actually imprisoned.
Yeah.
But the fact that they think he's a terrorist, but they let him in the country, is a bit stupid, isn't it?
That is really stupid.
But then, of course, Margaret Thatcher decided we could see him talking, but somebody else could speak his words, but you couldn't hear him speaking them. I mean, why?
That's a bit stupid. That doesn't,
Stupid.
If anything, because, if you, because the most important thing is people understand his words, hear his words, but it kind of also work against him, though, if you could hear or see him.
Exactly.
It makes him identifiable. Just an idiotic thing for Thatcher to do.
What he's saying, how he's saying it.
Yeah.
But if you've got some actor just saying his words through him, his mouth is going, it's not synchronised, his mouth is going, and somebody else is speaking. Well,
I don't know about that. That's idiotic.
It is idiotic.